Hey everyone, Jackson Hayes here. I'm finally back. Obviously I've been back for a little bit. I've published 2 videos already on this channel, but this is the first time I'm back with, another A-roll where you actually see my face. I had filmed this video, this is the 3rd time to film it. The reason is the first time the lighting was terrible. Second time, the way I have like my normal A-roll setup where I'm sitting down on that couch and I'm like over here instead of here or whatever. It's shot at night and it's shot sitting down. That's not very good because I end up rambling like crazy and it's just really tiresome. So I wanted to try something different, try to stand up, and so we're gonna give this a shot, see how it goes. With that said, let's talk about my MacBook Pro, my crazy experience with actually obtaining a working one, and what my thoughts are on it and what I have on it physically. So first, let's talk about this crazy story of how I actually got a working one. So, like a normal person, I went online and saw that B&H had the 2016 MacBook Pro pretty much fully spec'd out for around $2,300, I think it was. And for the price, it was pretty good. It had a 2.7 gigahertz or 2.6 gigahertz i7 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, as well as the Radeon 460 graphics card, I believe. Anyway, it was pretty fully spec'd out, and I decided to go with that because this was just before the 2018s had come out, so I didn't know about those yet, and comparing it to the 2017 ones, there wasn't that much of a performance improvement, and the keywords were pretty much the same, so they wouldn't have fixed the dead keys issue in the 2017, and since that whole repair program that Apple had started, since that was a thing, I decided to go with the 2016. It arrives in, I think, beginning of August, I believe it was, and I'm using it for about a week, and then Apple decides to drop the 2018 MacBook Pros, which, yeah, that was pretty disappointing because they were a very huge performance improvement, especially with the added 2 cores for the 15-inch, I guess it was 2 cores for 13, but that performance improvement was massive. And so since it also had that membrane under the keyboard, I decided to go ahead and upgrade. Since I'd only had the laptop for a couple days, I decided to return the 2016 and go for the 2018. So I start that whole return process with B&H, and I ship the laptop back on the 1st of August. And I wait and wait and wait until finally on the 23rd I receive my money, which that was a little bit long, B&H. You could have done that a little faster. I mean, okay, anyway. I had the money back, and so I went ahead and ordered the 2018 MacBook Pro about the last week of August, or about middle of the 3rd week of August. So this was like the 24th or 23rd. And I order it, and it comes in about 7 days. But it arrives with a broken screen. This is direct from Apple. Yet it had basically the display behind the display glass was cracked. So I contact Apple and tell them, this is no good. I need this repaired. And of course they say, sure, yeah, we'll send you out a new one. And I ask them, do I need to ship this one back or do I hold on to it until the new one comes? They say, hold on to it. We'll, send you the new one and yeah, just wait. So I was like, sweet. I waited for a few days and it still hasn't shipped. So I'm like, this is kind of weird. I check the order status page and it says shipment paused or something like that, waiting for you to ship back your defective one, which was exactly the opposite of what the person on the phone told me. That was frustrating, but anyway, I shipped that one back and the new one finally arrives on the 9th or 13th of September. And it arrives in perfect condition, which was quite a relief after this insane waiting process of, not getting refunded forever, and then finally getting refunded, ordering the new one, and then it's broken, and then you're waiting for it to ship, and it doesn't ship, so you have to ship it back, and then it was terrible. But I finally have a computer, and so as you've probably seen on the channel, I've already uploaded 2 videos. The first one, the I'm Back video, I had a lot of fun doing because it was like this more cinematic, just telling a story from the B-roll without having to do any kind of voiceover. I found that a lot of fun. So yeah, that was my crazy story of trying to get a MacBook Pro, but I finally have one and it's fantastic. So I'm not going to do a crazy in-depth review of this laptop, but I do want to kind of run down just kind of my general thoughts of this device. So first of all, the specs, I got a 2.2 gigahertz, 6-core i7, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of SSD storage, and the Radeon 555X graphics card. Now, as far as performance goes, it's fantastic. Of course, more specs would definitely make it faster, but I haven't noticed any kind of slowdown, and it feels like it is moving as fast as I can. It's not slowing me down or getting in my way. That keyboard is great. I haven't had any problems with it. I'm already quite used to that shallow key travel, and yeah, it's great. So far, no issues. Fingers crossed that doesn't change. But yeah, the display, of course, is amazing. It's not 4K, which would be nice, but honestly, the current display resolution or whatever feels fine. I'm not seeing pixels unless I look like really close to it. So yeah, screen's great. Battery life is also fantastic. The only time it feels like it struggles a little bit is when I'm running Lightroom with, raw files and editing and exporting and all that. That really drains the battery. But aside from that, battery life is fantastic and doesn't feel like it's draining too fast. Okay, so now with those specs and general thoughts out of the way, let's talk about what I have on the device physically. Those of you who follow me on Twitter may know that I got the dbrand skin. And actually, I got it for free. I had just published that I'm back video and I was quite proud of it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna send it to dbrand and say, hey, do you want to send me a skin and I'll put it in one of my videos? And they said yes, surprisingly. And so they shipped me the black matrix dbrand skin, the full skin without the not display cutout, the Apple logo cut out, just to make it, fully debranded in the original sense of the word. And it looks fantastic. It definitely has that stealthier look, and that little, the pattern on the skin, it looks really, really great. No, I'm not sponsored by dbrand yet, but they did send me the skin for free, which I am quite grateful for. Well, that's it. Thanks so much for watching. I'm so glad to be back. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you like cinematic tech videos, hit that subscribe button. Thanks, and I'll see y'all later.